All right, if you leave a narcissist, so you've had a relationship, toxic, physically abusive, mentally abusive, emotionally neglectful, if you had a relationship with a narcissist and you have left, the biggest thing I can tell you once you've broken off a relationship with a narcissist is no contact. No contact. No contact. You see, you might wonder why I repeat it so many times. It's because a lot of times people don't get that concept. Now, I understand you've got people out there that have trauma bonds. You have people out there that have been duped into loving a fake version of this person. You've got people that are struggling with the concept of how in the world could this person not love me anymore. Well, the fact is they never did to start off with, but that's a whole nother video. But the thing is, when you break up with a narcissist, when you divorce a narcissist, when you move out from a narcissistic relationship, go no contact. You see, a lot of times people say like, oh, I've been in contact for like 3 weeks. I only talked to him yesterday. Like that's not no contact. People are like, oh, well, I've been no contact for like 6 months, but we still email like every once in a while. I'm like, that's still not no contact. Like, people don't understand sometimes no contact means physically and emotionally and mentally you are cutting this person out of your life. Sometimes people are like, I can't do that. Like, that's too mean. That's too rude to them. No, what it is that's valuing yourself and your own mental health more than valuing someone else who's abusing it. If you break up with a narcissist, go no contact. Just having someone on the side, just having those doors open, just having slight communication can be a breeding ground for that narcissist to step back into your life, to start to take control, to start to isolate you from other people, to gaslight, manipulate, lie, cheat, you name it, it's going to happen. Because of the fact that you let them back in your life. You see, a lot of times people, they leave a relationship and they say they're going to no contact, and then they start doubting themselves of, maybe I should have done something different. Maybe it was actually me. Maybe I should give closure. We should talk through it, find closure. A narcissist is never going to give you closure. And anytime they say they're going to give closure or they're contacting you to get closure, that is just a ploy. That is just a game to be able to manipulate you back, to smooth talk you into getting back into a relationship with, to get back into being a friend with them so they can have their cake and eat it too, or anything like that, so they can come back into your life and manipulate you. If you've been in a narcissistic relationship, go no contact. So what does that actually mean? That means that you learn how to block. You take your phone and you block that contact. Or you have someone else do it if you don't feel like you're strong enough. You take that phone and you block them. You block them on all social media accounts. So like Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. You block them. Facebook, you block them. Every single thing you go through and you block them. You can't expect the narcissist to block. You can't expect the narcissist to leave your life. You can't expect the narcissist to have the responsibility and the maturity to get to the place that says, hey, I'm going to back off from your life and I'm going to leave you alone. That is expecting way too much from a narcissist. What you need to do is go ahead and make those steps to protect yourself, and that starts off first and foremost by going no contact. What are the other things you have to watch out for? You have to watch out for anything that's linked digitally. So your iTunes accounts, if you've ever linked them, if you've ever shared your location, if you've ever set up location sharing on Google, if you've ever set up Google accounts together or logged in on a Google account, you name it. There are ways to track you. There are ways to manipulate data. There are ways to figure out and connect with you. Maybe they've logged into your accounts. Maybe they follow you on Spotify. Maybe they're watching your Venmo. Like, really, anything and everything they can use to reach out. Now, there's going to be times that no matter what you do, you're going to get a phone call from a random number. You're going to get an email from a new email address. These are ways of them reaching out. I had an example of someone that they blocked the narcissist. They cut them out of their lives, and they get a text from a completely different number, and it's like 2 months later down the road, it's like, hey, I don't know if you blocked me, but, I'd really like to talk about a couple of things. And when I first read the text, I was like, really? Like, I don't know if you blocked me. Like, obviously we blocked you. Like, you've been blocked for this period of time because you haven't been able to make contact with this person. But a narcissist will literally try to smooth talk in text, over the phone, anything they can. There's other examples of narcissists like purposely texting people, and because they haven't gone no contact, the narcissist over a period of time knows exactly what they need to say to provoke a rise out of you, to get a response. There's someone that they were staying no contact, but the door was still open. They hadn't blocked them, and as a result, the narcissist reached out and started texting them. They didn't respond, so they did a good job. They didn't respond at all. But over a period of time, the narcissist started changing up what they were saying, what they were doing, to the point that the other person finally said, hey, I'm changed, blah, 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 leave me alone. Guess what? As soon as they did that, that started the game. That started the back and forth. That started the point that that person ultimately fell back into that relationship. See, a lot of people are like, oh, like I want to be strong enough to be able to, keep them away. That's great. But that's you. You can't control them. And as a result, they're going to keep coming back. They're going to keep trying to get into your life. They're going to keep trying to manipulate and gaslight. And remember, some of these people have perfected it over years of their lives. I did. I perfected it over years of my life, being able to manipulate people, being able to think about where I was, who I was with, how we were walking, where we were seeing, where we were sitting, everything. To the point that it's like in my nature. Like I have to mentally detox and work to stop, because otherwise it's so easy to manipulate situations. It's so easy to manipulate people. It's so easy to say certain words, to tweak certain phrases to get the response or the reaction that you want. As a result, when you have a relationship with a narcissist and you break that relationship and you put them out, you leave them, whatever it might be, and you go no contact, what that means is you take the steps necessary to protect your mental and emotional health by making sure that there are no doors open for a narcissist to come back in your life and damage you and hurt you like they have been doing. So when you go no contact, ghost, go no contact, block. And make sure there's not a way for them to contact you, to reach out to you, anything like that. And if they start doing that, if they start stalking, if they start showing up, if they start all these things, then there's steps you can take. You can start talking to police. You can set up a protective order. You can do X, Y, and Z. Keep track of it, but make sure you're safe. But please, if you're getting out of a relationship with a narcissist, if you've been out of a relationship with a narcissist, go no contact, stay no contact, ghost. Make sure there's no way for them to come back, because if they have the opportunity to come back and control you, they're going to take it almost every time. If you guys like what you see here, follow me, subscribe for more. Follow me. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Would love to interact with you guys more there. If you're listening via Apple Podcast or Spotify, thank you so much for supporting. Just rate me, help me get better. Leave any comments. I love reading those to be able to get to increase what I'm doing, to get more responses, and really just work on helping spread awareness about what's out there with narcissism. So I'm on here to spread awareness, bring about healing, growth, and change. That's why I'm on this platform. I talk to people with narcissism, and I talk to people with narcissistic abuse. If you're interested in talking more, reach out on my website, Raw Motivations 101. Would love to talk to you more. Thanks so much.